A powerful car bomb rips open the Lebanese capital, as well as many old wounds. The targets say security officials, Wissam al-Hassan, a senior Lebanese intelligence figure. But many civilians were also caught up in the blast as it went off in a busy square on a Friday afternoon. Hospitals called for blood donations as the large numbers of wounded became clear. What's also become clear, the assassination of Wissam al-Hassan has deep implications for Lebanon and for its long and tortured relationship with its neighbour Syria. Earlier this year, Hassan unveiled a plot in which a Lebanese politician, Michel Samaha, was suspected of working on behalf of the Syrian regime. He also led an investigation into the death of former Prime Minister Rafik al-Hariri and implicated Syria in that assassination. That's led some to an early conclusion about who is behind this blast.
I bluntly accuse the regime of Syria, Bashar al-Assad and his acolytes. We will answer politically. We refuse to accuse anybody inside Lebanon because we know the fragility of the situation. We have to target the enemy number one, which is the Syrian regime.
Syria has a history of involvement in Lebanon. It occupied the country for 18 years. Since then, it supported Hezbollah, a major opposition force, and now one that runs the government. The current opposition wants that government to resign.
The government bears the political responsibility for the plot that targeted the country's stability. Accordingly, we ask this government to leave and we demand that the Prime Minister resigns. This government is protecting criminals and covering up their plans.
Syria is among those who've come out against the attack. The Information Minister condemned what he called a terrorist explosion and said that nothing can justify it. Lebanon's complex political makeup might make it difficult to find out who is ultimately responsible for this attack. But regardless, many people are worried about its implications and how far a war in neighbouring Syria will reach. Caroline Malone, Al Jazeera.
Well, the son of the assassinated former Prime Minister Rafik Hariri says the Syrian government is behind the attack. Hariri also spoke to Future News TV, a news channel aligned with his March the 14th political movement.
The Lebanese will never stay silent. And I, Saad Rafik al-Hariri, will never stay silent. Wissam al-Hassan, God rest his soul, was the guarantor of the security of the Lebanese people.
You were asked back in 2005, shortly after the attack on your father, who was behind the blast. You said it was obvious. Can you now tell us who you believe is behind today's attack?
Bashar al-Assad.